class. I'm Miss Tempest, and welcome to Icebreaker Week. For Halloween, me and the other two teachers, Miss Wolf and Mr. Shadow, will tell you about our favorite levels. Now, I will go first. My favorite level is level 39, Megalophobia. Megalophobia is the fear of large things. Clearly, I don't have this fear. Megalophobia is a threat index of class 3, meaning it is unsafe, unstable, and has a moderate entity count. Level 39 looks like a normal town consisting of buildings that seem to be from the 1800s to the 1980s. Sounds cozy, with these old-timey vibes. I mean, I'm Gen Z and we are in our vintage era. Its town seems uniform and preserves with no cracks or any sign of erosion. They have 1920s wallpaper similar to Level 0, which is where the issue is. I hate that wallpaper. I wonder if you could repaint it. It also has outdoor paint and unpainted wooden fences. The town does not possess roads and only has dirt or rock pathways, which, again, sounds cozy. Again, I'm imagining horse-drawn carriages. If you couldn't tell, I really like horse-drawn carriages. Despite the old appearance, this town has electrical poles, wires, trees, bushes, and abandoned telephone towers, and very rarely parks. So why does it look so old? Mysterious. Buildings in this town are only houses. Houses are randomly positioned and generated, and they're always peculiar in some way. Furniture could be placed in positions or inverted. Houses could be overrun with each other. And inverted houses, no foundation, non-Euclidean rooms completely flooded with a random liquid, doors and entrances completely disappear, and houses that are cut in half. So some things may look real whack here. It is also quite difficult to enter any of these houses. The only very well-known way is to break down one of the walls, but be careful doing that because it can sometimes have a wall. It is also said that supplies that were carried by the Wanderer will vanish upon entering the level, so if you plan on coming here, leave your stuff at a base. However, this does not pose any threat as the houses are filled with supplies, usually appearing on shelves, sometimes in fridges or even a room flooded with almond water. Though I wouldn't go drinking room water. Sounds like a bad band. The houses have oddities inside and can have things like too many lights, rooms bigger on the inside, or a door that opens to a wall. That city is just not normal. However, as it is positioned inside of a superstructure, it resembles a factory of the 1900s. Windows are covered with coal and ash, and inside is described to be empty, eerily clean, futuristic, and bright. This structure also seems to have no purpose. The structure is an unknown size, though it is large enough to create its own climate, making rain and water coming inside the town. It is not advised to approach the structure's walls, as they are covered in windows which, as we all know, are most likely entities. Sound inside the structure are severely echoed, and these are often loud enough to produce an earthquake with a magnitude of 5. Radios are altered, making them useless. Screaming and screeching coming from houses are common, though this could be a hallucination. However, they also seem to originate in holes, and it is advised to run as fast as possible away. It is unknown where these sounds come from, though, as I said, it could be hallucination or someone falls in a hole. There are holes that lead to an underground tunnel, and if one survives, they will find an underground system of claustrophobic tunnels that are slightly flooded. It seems to be a sewer, yet is super clean and well preserved, devoid of any trash, gunk, or dust. They are made of marble-like white rock that dampens any sound and makes it harder to detect entities, though it's also good because entities can't detect you either. These tunnels also have an unknown light source. Colonies and outposts. There are no communities, however we have sent a group of 10 people to study and gather information every 2 months. Entities. In this town, you can find windows, and very rarely, hounds and things. In the underground, however, it is overrun with clumps, hounds, insanities, skin stealers, and something called the Hydrolitis Plague. The Hydrolitis Plague, also known as, this is gonna be hard, Hydrolysis, there we go, as a bacteria that inhabits the floor of the tunnel system. It resides in motionless pools and appears due to particles and lacks of chlorine and pools. It is an airborne disease, meaning anyone can develop the disease while doing regular activities. The symptoms include, but are not limited to, high fever with chills, weakness, pain in the abdomen, vomiting, and delirium, etc. Due to the claustrophobic tunnels, it can infect wanderers easier. Entrances. Gondola lifts that will take one to the town by no-clipping through the ceiling of the structure. Possibly no-clipping through the floor involuntarily in level 38, but we're still checking on that. No-clipping through the walls of level 40, which is rare, though it can also lead to the void, so I wouldn't suggest that. And sleeping on a bench in level 73 has a chance, though, through the unstable material. And the exits are certain video stores lead to level 40. Tunnels can blend into level 67's waterways. No clipping into windows without dying lead to level 14. Basements rarely lead to level 27. Certain parts possess similar scenery to level 974, and if one loses consciousness, they will lead to level 35. The levels they're not going to tell you about is the returning to the gondola lift before it disappears leads you to level negative 69. Jumping in the holes posing an effect resulting in the increased darkness darker than the holes will lead to level 60. And if one discovers an abnormally tall forest and continues to wander through for a while, they will enter the forest of level 45 on rare occasions. The pristine water of level 39 tunnel shall act as a mirror in level 910 water and will be accessible when one attempts to submerge themselves. But I wouldn't, because of the virus. Another level that I really like is called level 5.1, the grand opening of the Terra Hotel Casino. Level 5.1 is better known and referred to as the Terra Hotel Casino. It is a custom survival difficulty of class casino. It is safe, secure, and good fun. It is found within the Beverly rooms of level 5. The entrance to it looks similar to that of a Vegas-style casino door. It can open and hold max around 5,000 people, The casino is open for 16 hours and closed for 8 before returning in cycles. Wanderers are greeted by various roulettes, cards, dice, slots, and games found within a casino. Due to the lack of standard currency, the games have been documented to run off casino-like chips. They can be acquired by bartering with the staff member at the front desk. The chips resemble their value based off their color. So far, 4 chip colors and their value have been confirmed. Red chips are $1 worth of gameplay, blue chips are worth 5, yellow chips are worth 10, and green chips are worth 20. Each game functions off a certain amount of money, like the slot machines, and will require 1, while advanced will cost more. It is rumored that a $50 chip exists, but no proof has ever been found. It is rumored that there is a purple chip, and the man who claimed to have it describes that the number on it would go up or down depending on if he won or lost the game. When the chip hits 0, the chip disappears. When someone wishes to leave the casino, they can trade their chips for objects. What I'm going to say are a list of a few items they sell and how much they're worth. Almond water are 2 red chips per bottle. Euclideator Don't know what that is. 1 blue chip per box. Memory jars, 4 red chips per jar. And the jars of prominent figures have been documented to garner more than that. Activated charcoal, 3 yellow chips per gram. Scarabacks, 6 red chips. Rail ration, 1 green chip per 4th pound. Babble ball, 4 yellow chips per capsule. And Maiden's ink are 4 green chips per bottle. The casino itself looks large and the lights dim and flash periodically. The games emit obnoxious noise and blaring music constantly blares, obviously. There's a lot of noise in this level, from chewing to chips clinking together, causing temptation within the wanderer. Another thing that makes this level stand out is the nature of the games. Wanderers allege the games are rigged for you to win or lose, having the precise balance of letting gamblers win just enough to get them hooked. You know, like regular. Sometimes the machines will malfunction and deliberately lose. Meg urges people to avoid the casino and its games if possible due to their seemingly addictive properties. If wanderers do enter, they're advised to be cautious. Aside from games, it also features a bar with food and drinks. The bar runs primarily by the barkeep. The brands of the drinks and food are not known to be any brand from the front rooms or the back rooms, but the drinks have been described as strong and pleasant. The food menu can be anything from macaroni and cheese to filet mignon. The food and drinks can be bought through bartering or spinning chips. Entities. Entities here are unlike on any other level. They appear to be partly human or at least humanoid. The manager of the casino seems to be a former junior field researcher, Louis Sulphur. The entity resembles Louis despite his human feature. His arms appear to be pool sticks, and one of his eyes is a billiard ball. Louis seems to have no memory, but for the first day of his job apart from his name. There have been attempts to interview Louis, but it ended with him being confused or the agent becoming sucked into the games. He usually roams the floor and offers food and drink to the wanderers, as well as makes sure the guests have a good time. The other staff are similar, being humanoid with body parts changed into parts of the casino. The staff are generally passive, but be cautious around them and never provoke them. Another one is the Beast of level 5. He owns this level and can be seen roaming. The Beast has been known to challenge wanderers on a one-on-one gambling game. The Beast usually offers the person a wager of immense riches and a spot as casino staff if they lose. After the deal, there is no going back, as the other staff will make sure you uphold it. Thus far, the Beast has never lost a single game. Due to the state of the subsection, no communities have been formed, and the only way to enter and exit is through the door in level 5. And as I said, we will all be doing a day this week for Halloween, so I really hope to see you there. Thank you. Goodbye, class.